reading comprehension and basic writing skills. კითხვა, გაგება და წერის ბაზისური უნარჩვევები. 2022 წელი. თ.ბაიაშვილი, մ.მელაძე. Lesson 9. გაკვეთილი მე-9. Swimming. Surwa. Swimming is considered an essential life skill, more important to survival than anything children learn in school. Even if children never go swimming, they should know how to swim because they can fall in water at any time. There are water hazards everywhere, not just at public and private beaches and pools, but also at lakes, ponds, water parks, and backyards equipped with so-called kiddie pools. Annalene Barbier's daughter was 6 years old and a non-swimmer when she was invited to spend a week at a friend's home, which had a pool. Mrs. Barbier wanted her daughter to be able to save herself if she landed in the water. So Mrs. Barbier, herself an enthusiastic swimmer, signed the child up for lessons at a high school near their Brooklyn home. She had no idea how much her daughter feared the water. She screamed and cried and absolutely refused to go, Miss Barbier recalled. But I told her I paid for the lessons, so I'm going there to watch, and I walked out the door. Having never before stayed alone, the child followed, yelling, I hate you, and insisting that she would not get in the pool. But the instructor, who seemed to be strong and determined in such difficult cases, took her and another equally terrified girl into the water together, while Miss Barbier was sitting where her daughter could see her. Both children finished the course with a further incident. Course without further incident. Miss Barbier said her daughter, who is now 14, likes to go in the water and can swim well enough to hold her own. A small child can drown in just 2 feet of water, which isn't deep at all. It has been reported that from 2004 to 2006, 47 children died after becoming submerged in inflatable pools. Inflatable pools. A small child leaning over the soft side of such a pool can easily fall in head first and be unable to stand up quickly enough. Even if drowning were not an issue, swimming is an activity that exercises the entire body and can be pursued throughout life. Huge numbers of children are unable to swim, which largely explains why drowning is the leading cause of death among children aged 1 to 19. 3 years ago, the American Academy of Pediatrics updated its advice that children aged 4 and older should learn to swim. Parents are not always the best teachers, especially for children who are afraid of the water. Although a parent should be present and visible to the child during formal swimming lessons, they should try to find instruction best suited to their child's comfort zone in water. A child who is very frightened or nervous around water may do poorly in a large class. A small class, or even better, individual attention, at least for the first few lessons, is likely to be more effective. Make sure the instructor knows of your child's necessities. Lessons commonly begin by teaching children not to be afraid of the water. They learn to get their faces wet, blow bubbles, lift their faces up, and take a breath. They then learn to float on the water and breathe properly. But no matter how well a child learns, no child can be made drown-proof, said Dr. Jeffrey Weiss, the lead author of the Pediatrics Academy statement. In addition to learning to swim, children should be closely supervised when in the water. It is up to parents to establish safety rules and precautions. Rule number 1: never swim alone. An adult who knows how to swim should always be present and paying attention to the child, not to a book or a phone. Even older children who are good swimmers should be supervised, or at least always with a friend who is a strong swimmer. They should also know never to cry wolf. Yelling for help for fun may mean no help arrives when it is really needed.